Hey, welcome to Cut and Dry. This is episode 8. This is Tim with Will.
What up, motherfuckers?
Aeryk.
Fuck off, losers.
And I want to introduce our new special guest for the week. His name is not Andrew. It's the Inked Assassin. He's got a fight coming up in Grand Rapids. He might or might not knock the fuck out of this guy, but I will.
No free ad.
I will be there. Oh no, this is definitely a free ad. This is 100% a free ad. He's about to knock the fuck out of somebody. I don't know who, but.
Do you want to knock him out or choke him out?
No, watching somebody collapse. So, what's up, fight fans and shitheads? So that's how I introduce my show. Every show. What's up, fight fans and shitheads? Everyone's a shithead to me. But in my opinion, if we're talking about fighting, when you make somebody like submit, like you just know, like it's not like they're a bitch. You know what I mean?
They are. You dominated.
But you know. They're quitting. Like, that's them. Legitimately, they have no other option. I don't want to be in this position. I'm tapping.
Yes.
I'm done. Like, you win.
So, knocking somebody out, they have no fucking say-so. Like, that is they can't just like they can't start tapping on their own face or anything. Like, when you knock somebody the fuck out, that's their brain. That is not even their soul, their person, like who they are as a human being. That is not them. When you
as a person, you're giving up.
Yeah. No. When you submit somebody as a person, you're giving up.
Yeah.
So when you knock somebody out,
They wake up like, let's go.
when you knock somebody out, like that's their soul. That is their human being. That is everything that's deep down inside. I'm like, no.
So you're aiming to knock this guy out.
I love it. Yes. Watching people go to sleep is probably one of the best feelings in the world.
All right, one question. Can I break some news that happened today?
What?
Somebody may or may not have not want to fight you.
Okay.
Okay. What happened? What is this juicy gossip?
Okay. So, for the people that may or may not listen to the show,
Well, if they're not listening to it, they're not
if
going to
we're falling on deaf ears like Craig's ex-girlfriends,
Well, I almost spit my beer out.
We don't drink on this show. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, I've never drank before in my life.
I never drink.
No, you can absolutely drink all you want, but just don't. No free ads.
Who's this guy?
Don't give out brands. Fuck them. They need to pay you if you're gonna say that shit.
Facts.
Thank you.
Learn
Somebody
how to-
that gets it.
Learn how to fucking market yourself, faggot.
You get it.
Fuck off, loser.
Whack. So I have a fight coming up April 27th. Earlier this week,
That's the day after Endgame.
I'm literally here was my game plan,
Well,
just so
that
you
gives
know.
him, so-
Was the simple fact that because it technically comes out on a Thursday night,
Yeah.
I have to weigh in on Friday.
Yeah.
My game plan was to legitimately go to the Avengers Endgame, like open early on Thursday.
Yep.
And sit in there in a sauna suit, in a blanket, and everything, be sweating underneath my and recline just you know what I mean? But I wouldn't be sweating. I'd be cutting weight. Like I wouldn't be drinking pop or eating popcorn or anything. But I'd watch the fucking movie. That was my game plan. Still my game plan because the fight, like there is still a fight happening April 27th. But a couple days ago, I woke up to a message saying, "Hey, Justin may or may not, Justin Overtits, his real name is Overton, but he's a fat piece of shit, obviously.
Damn.
So I just call him Overtits. He's got man boobs. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, but when you're fighting, and it is. Like, nobody wants to see every time you throw a jab, your fucking tits juggle. Like, it's not a female fight. You know what I mean? Like, in a female fight, I expect that. Good shit, equality, right?
This is my own fight, I guess.
But grown men fighting, tits jiggling, not my thing. Maybe. I don't know.
Hasn't decided yet.
I'm still trying to figure myself out.
If you guys like this, half of this
Mid-20s,
man's
I don't know yet.
I'm only 20. It's 2019. Grow up.
half of this man's conversation involves sucking dick. So.
It's grow up. It's 2019. It's 2019.
God,
There's 67 fucking sexualities. But yeah, Justin Overtits, he said something about not being able. Our agreed weight was 180, 185. I naturally walk around, not in the past, but right now. I walk around about 190, 195.
Same.
No, you don't.
I really do.
You're like 217.
I've never peaked over 200.
How much did you say he was?
He's like 217.
He's at 217. He's lying.
Fuck.
At least
I've never peaked over
212.
200.
You know I'm sitting at like
I've never peaked over
265
200.
right now.
You're like 212.
You hear me?
Literally
12.
265 right now.
Good for you.
Thanks, man.
But no, Justin said so. And I'll show you guys a picture of him real quick because he used to fight at 155.
So fans can't see the picture.
How long ago?
Within the last 3 years. No, they
155, and he's trying to fight at 190 now.
Well, no, he ballooned.
155 with Mantis. He bloomed.
He got big quick, and I don't know how.
Last time I was 155.
I thought he may have had a kid once, but
Well, I was 155 before I had Owen.
So I used to walk around about 170, 165. I wrestled my whole life at 152. You know what I mean? Like me
Just
coming.
for the record,
I
last time I was 152. I was in 11th grade.
I haven't fought in 4 years. I've been doing my podcast. I get paid to do my podcast. I do.
What's your podcast?
Cage in the Cave. Look us up on Facebook. But we do commentary for pay-per-views. We've done a lot of things. So taking a back seat to fighting wasn't a big thing to me because I'm still involved in the community. I had a daughter. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I don't want to get.
Congratulations.
I don't want to be. It's 7 years now.
Okay, I take it back.
It's not like I had a kid recently. Fuck that. I have one kid. Fuck having another one.
Hey,
fuck
new dad,
that.
this.
Yeah. I'm a great suburban white dad, but having another one wouldn't do it. I swear to God, at the moment, like if I have sex with a girl, she's like, I think I'm pregnant. I'm like, huh, hey, can you see that gun over there? Hand it to me. Wow, like right in front of her.
Wait, her? You?
No, to me. I'll do it to myself. And as I'm cocking the gun, I'm like, I made this for you. And blow my brains up.
He's a fucking artist.
Remember me.
It is. It's a whole art. Fuck. God damn it. But anyways, so I had a fight coming up April 27th against Justin Overton.
You're probably still fighting that date.
I will be fighting no matter what. I have multiple options. I will still be fighting that date. Me and this guy, we got into a little heated debate from my podcast. Like, his teammate is a bitch. Ooh. It went out. His name's Terry Van Avery. I will not pull shots. And I will share this on my page, and I know they will see this.
That's fine.
Good.
So,
Bitches, no.
just so you guys know right now, for all the new views, you're welcome.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
But
Fuck off, loser.
Terry Van Avery, he went like 1-3 in his first 3 or 4 professional fights, and then started winning a couple. He got called out by a guy that's not that great, but it was like decent. He's like, no, you know what? You're a maybe. But he's like, you're a maybe. Like, I maybe win that fight. He's like, but right now I'm taking easy fights, and I'm going to make sure I fight fights that I'm going to win for sure. So
That is definitely a bitch move.
and he said,
100%.
hey, right, whack. Right on social media, too. It wasn't just like he said it and nobody, like, there's people in the room who overheard it. No. He wrote these comments on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, and put it out there. So my next podcast, like, I specifically don't talk about all sports, but, like, Michigan MMA. We barely even cover the UFC. Our brand with Cage in the Cave is so big, like, we don't have to even cover the community we have, like, the demographic we have. We don't have to cover the UFC. There's Joe Rogan. There's so many other fucking podcasts out there like that. You know, be yourself.
100%.
And that's what I'm trying to, like, show you guys. Be yourself. We specifically cover Michigan MMA. We just so happen to be lucky now. Michigan MMA is getting covered by, and, like, we have a lot of guys that have gone big and now gotten the UFC. Bobby Nash, Amanda Bobby Cooper. Whew, look her up. She's something else.
This guy's pitching the tent.
I am. She's like 3-3, not that great in the UFC, but like, look her up.
Got you.
Maybe that one guy wants to fight her.
We got Cody Stamen. It's ma'am. We got Cody Stamen, who is now actually ranked number 7 in the whole bantamweight division. He trains at Michigan top team with Dean Cruikshank, his brother Darren. He trains Michigan top team with Darren. So, no, we got a lot of guys representing Michigan in a big way in the UFC scene.
Obviously good for us.
Good for us. Amazing, because for a long time we weren't sanctioned. It was the Wild Wild West here. Like, you didn't have to do blood work. You didn't have to do nothing. Like, guys would walk in the ring with herpes. You didn't even know it. Like,
Let me scoot over a little bit.
Well, nowadays.
Yeah, now.
So now he's got it, is what you're saying.
No, nowadays it's different. Nowadays we're sanctioned.
He's always clean
Like
because he always knows.
the UFC comes to Michigan now.
Okay.
They didn't come to Detroit or Michigan since the beginning of their stages before the Fatella brothers bought it or Dana White or anything.
Get
like
a
that.
haircut, loser.
Grow up.
Whack. Thank
You
you.
look like a fucking hippie. As I look at him, give him a nod like, yeah, you too.
He's talking about Will.
I deserve that.
Well, welcome to the show.
This is me and Will they're talking about.
I deserve that. That's fine.
Well, no, the Michigan's doing big things, and especially in the MMA scene, and which is great. And so this is my first fight as a professional athlete. So that's one thing I can actually say is like
He's a professional athlete.
in my lifetime, I can actually say that I'm a professional athlete. Like
So
Nice.
and you look at me, I'm the typical like suburban white dad. I wear button-ups and sweaters and fucking Dockers and slacks and like watches. I wear watches.
I'm just saying.
I'm 27.
That's the power move right there. That's the dad power move.
And no, this is my power move right here. You know that, not just watch with this.
the gun in the wing.
The finger guns.
My finger gun.
Finger gun.
Everyone gets finger gun.
never died, dude.
Even if when I'm in a good mood, everyone haha. When I'm in a bad mood, it's like huh.
I'm just saying, come April, when I'm in Grand Rapids, if I don't see one
So here's my game plan.
finger gun,
So here's my
After
okay.
After you knock him out, hey, you gotta listen. You gotta shoot him up, and then you gotta do the wow. You gotta blow him up, and then put him back in the holster.
It wasn't even gonna be like that. So here's the thing: is I was supposed to fight this kid Justin Overton.
obviously too scared to
I
fight.
cut down. I literally back 2 months ago weighed around 220. Right now I'm walking around at 192, and that's without cutting weight. That's just me getting healthy again. Me putting time into myself.
I'm eating 3 burgers instead of 10.
Probably drinking a water or two.
No, I drink so much beer. I think that's what more or less what it is. Like throughout the day when I'm at work, I'm like, you're kind of hungry, but I'm like, but you want a beer later. So I just don't eat. You know. Like,
The carbs got to go somewhere.
hey, tell me a single onion ring. What have you seen me eat today? And we've been together since noon.
Holy shit! I had a whole ass cheeseburger.
How many beers have I had?
100% enough.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Point proven. All right.
And he gave you the fucking gun.
He's literally
You're
like,
welcome.
yeah.
No, it's just one. You don't. This is tacky. You know, tacky.
I like the-
that's tacky. That's real tacky. That's not. That's
Finger guns number.
I don't like the one.
one.
finger.
It's just one.
I like
I
the two finger.
can't. I gotta use 2 fingers.
That's whack.
I like
That is
That
so
is
whack,
whack.
bro. This is the power. This is the
Whack.
move,
Is
bro.
it the whack?
This is the move.
The whack
Wow. One finger, one thumb,
So is-
one click, boom.
Is- so
That's
is
a
2
finger.
fingers whack
It's
clack?
tacky. It's real tacky. I don't like it. Put it down.
Put it down. He does. He listens.
Like even if you're not
You
gonna do,
listen to somebody that can knock you out, okay?
even
If you knock me out, then do it.
Please don't say that. 'Cause if he does it, I'm recording.
even if you, even if you don't like want to do a finger gun, just there it is. Hey, and he smiled when he did because he realized that's the fucking move. He smiled. He's like, it does feel better. See, it does.
It feels weird, right?
Coming from a guy with a beard and no mustache, the whole
I do got a
you
mustache,
just look
though.
weird. So just stop. Like the whole. Don't even try a finger gun. You're not even worthy of a finger gun.
Can we mute this guy?
You're like the type of guy that does this.
It's a
Nobody
thumbs
can
up.
see you.
It's
Just
a thumbs
one
up.
thumbs up, and
That's
you're
not what I do.
You're the white guy that does this.
It's the one thumbs up.
Nope. I always do the middle finger. So fuck off, loser. Your beard's weird.
Yeah, your beard is weird, but
I have a mustache. Anyways.
a mustache. I mustache you a
Listen,
question.
the mustache is gone because I was trying to.
I mustache you a question. What happened to your mustache?
Anyways,
You're getting a little aggressive, Dick.
my middle name is Richard. How did you know? But no, I was trying to trim it up and because it was over my lips.
He fucked up.
Nice
And I
excuse.
all right.
Grow up.
Anyways,
Grow
are
up.
you gonna finish your story about fighting this dude or
Do you
what?
not see
You're
this
gonna fucking-
mustache? Do you not see it?
I
Look,
don't give a fuck
Hey,
about your beautiful mane.
Look at the beard to mustache ratio, and then look at the lips. You think that comes in perfectly? No, I trim that shit, fam.
Once again, I was trying to fucking trim it, fam. And
You obviously are not grown enough to know what you're doing. You need daddy to teach you what you're doing. Do we need to go into? Hey, do we need to go into the bathroom and I get you a little little step stool and everything, and we stand next to each other? I'm like, here we go.
I already got a step stool for Owen, so
You're not helping your cause.
that's how we're doing
I'm
it.
not gonna threaten the man. He'll knock me out.
Wait,
I'm such a pussy. You guys don't even get it.
listen. Can I argue at least my point? Maybe
what?
Eric's point. I don't grow much facial hair. I get very little
I
practice.
just finally started connecting right here.
Like, literally,
Okay.
boys,
Boys, I'm not even saying man.
Just
Boys.
because you had a fucking full beard when you were 7 doesn't mean you can talk down on
It was like 16, alright? But, you want to know how you trim your beard or you shave your beard?
keep shaving it, right?
You want to know how you do it? You don't. That's how a man shaves. He doesn't.
No, because when I don't shave,
I
it grows in
actually
all
technically
patchy. The
have
more
to.
I
All white trash like that, Joe Dirt?
well, and then I started, the more I shave,
Don't try to search it up. We know your last
You
name's Dirt. Ain't Dirt, eh?
Literally, I have no choice. I work for a company. Like, if I have a beard,
You know how you change that? Become your own boss.
well, if I have a beard and work in the field, I would breathe mold and I'll die.
Whack.
Bro, I breathe in paints and chemicals on a daily basis. I probably shouldn't.
and look at you.
And you're gonna die by 35.
But at least I lived my best life.
I'll take 35 and give myself to 30. Anything after
Oh
that.
god.
Anything, bro. If I'm 27, I got or 28. I turned 28 last week. Holy shit, where's the gun?
Happy Black.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not too far behind you.
I feel like I got
5 a couple weeks ago.
especially like with owning a company and like training to fight and everything. I feel like I got a foot half in the grave right now. I'm like,
To be
somebody
fair-
like just
to
like
be fair, 28.
If I got in a car accident today, thank you.
Let me ask you one question. If you went out, you're like, hey, I own my own company, and I'm 28. I'm also a professional athlete.
This guy's gonna get bras and panties thrown at him.
You act like it doesn't happen already.
That's because you're already 28 with a job and fucking you're
He's
already
a
there.
professional athlete.
Right.
That's all
Like,
you need.
of course.
For the record, I also have a car that can fit 5. I'll be going to Grand Rapids for his fight on that Saturday.
There's also 2 party buses.
down.
Motel limousines is
yeah,
taking,
we gotta go.
No free ads.
No, 100% free ads for this.
Absolutely. Motel limousines they're out of Harrison Township. They're taking 48 people. There's 2 party buses to fit 24 people on each bus, and
We gotta go.
we taking people out there. We get
down.
We
I'll
get lit.
reverse it off work right now.
So it'll be a lot of fun.
We are getting lit, fam.
100%. 100%. It'll be a lot of fun. I literally
I don't
can't
drink,
wait.
but I'm getting lit.
If I don't laugh at this guy's jokes, he's gonna choke me out.
Never drink a beer in my life, but we're getting lit, man.
But no, okay. So Justin Overton, I called him on my show because his teammate was looking for an easy fight, and I said, hey, as of lately, your teammate has lost 3 consecutive fights due to decision. So there's no easier fight than him. Damn.
Accurate.
Well, he got pissed about it.
Yeah, he got pissed and was like, "Oh, you think you're gonna call me an easy fight?" I was like, "Yeah, like it's my job. I literally get paid to talk shit about you, you fat fuck."
Whoa.
So we get into like these verbal disagreements back and forth, and like constantly I'm posting it. Like I'm not even posting. I don't even waste my time. He's a peasant. And even now, even more. Somebody that knows him tags him in it and said, "Hey, did you hear what Andrew said about you? Like Andrew Watson from the Cage in the Cave." He listens to it and he's like, "Oh, you think I'm an easy fight, huh?" I was like, "Yes." Like, did you not listen to what I just said? Like,
Yeah, and know what's gonna happen.
for 2 hours. You know what I mean? For 2 hours, I talked shit about you and called your boy Terry Van Avery, and I didn't even call him a bitch on my show. What I said is Terry Van Avery is a pussy, and I said it multiple times throughout the show. We would randomly talk about like random things. It wouldn't even have nothing to do about these 2 faggots, and I would like Terry Van Avery is a pussy. Like it would be random. Like, and finally they got enough of hearing that, and Justin started talking shit to me and was like, "You're just an analyst," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "An analyst? Absolutely. What's an analyst?"
Whack.
But I was like, "No, you're right." And he's like, "You wouldn't, try to fight me." And I was like, "So what you don't know about me, Justin, is as an amateur fighter, I was undefeated. I went 7-0-1. 7 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw. The 1 draw came because I was literally beating the shit out of somebody, and they were underneath me, and they thought, instead of trying to like grab a hold of my neck or grab a hold of my head, to gouge my eyes. The ref seen it, stopped the fight. My eyes, as an amateur fight, my eyes are bleeding, stopped the fight. They didn't go to the judge's scorecard, as they should have. He just automatically called it. It was a draw.
Which is fucked up. It sounds.
And no, it was completely fucked. But I was like, I haven't fought in years because I just haven't found the need to. Because as I said, like staying in the MMA community through my podcast and doing commentary and like sponsoring fighters, like I pay fighters to represent my brand and shit like that. Like that's been enough for me.
Yeah, that's all you need.
But lately I've been feeling a little ornery.
Fucking over tits, man.
That fucking fat piece of shit. But no, I've been feeling.
He's gonna look up all our names and start fucking trying to
get
us
the problem
all.
is
He did whiteface. He's a black guy. He did whiteface. Like fuck him. Like
dude, this guy he lit a fire under his ass.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who he's fighting.
Yeah. As
I
of
feel
now,
bad for the person that's gonna fight him now.
Yeah. So
honestly,
whoever I do fight, I'll get to the end of the story. But whoever I do fight in April. Sorry. This wasn't for you. I made this for you. I'm gonna look when I grab the mic after my win. I know Overtits will probably be in the vicinity. I'm gonna be like, I made this for you.
Like it's how cut and dry. I said it a month ago.
I made this for you. This bloody mess. This guy that can't, like, they're carrying him out on a stretcher. I made this for you, Justin.
Are you next? Can you drop down this time
So
or no?
The fight was originally supposed to be at 180. I started cutting down. I went from eating less and drinking more. No, I'm just kidding.
Sort of. You're just kidding. Sort of.
Doing a little bit less. Both of them. So I don't have to drink as much as I eat less.
10 beers. One hamburger, 10 beers.
It's a pretty good thing. When you eat less, you don't have to drink as much.
That's the college rule.
But no, brought me like packs of tuna a day, like hard boiled eggs, like.
Well,
salads.
That shit's good for you, so.
Salad, fuck you.
Disgusting.
And you just ate a cheeseburger.
Salads. Like, it's pretty stupid and like what I've done in the last month and a half, but it's shown. Like, ask these two guys sitting next to me, and you even see me, I mean, about a month ago, Will? And my body is, from then to now, is changing. You know what I mean? Like,
I do.
I've definitely...
I just watched a video, the dad bod video. Oh, dude, this guy had the fucking rosy Santa Claus cheeks, bro.
And I was wearing the same shirt I'm wearing today.
You are.
The shirt underneath this shirt.
The shirt that I'm wearing underneath right now, I'm wearing the same shirt, and this shirt right now, flat, alright?
It's literally way different,
shirt in the video,
he's got the fucking...
I look like fucking Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when he's walking around with the fucking...
in that video.
The bag of, like, enchiladas and shit. Fuck that. So I'm like, oh, I'm disgusting. Like, great video, it's funny, but you fat fuck.
But he's pregnant.
I'm like, you fucking Andrew over tits.
That's gonna be a fucking hashtag from now on.
Whack.
But so Justin got sick of me talking shit about him, called me out, said I wouldn't fight him. I went and got blood work done, went and got everything done that it needs to take to, the physical part of becoming a professional fighter. Applied for my state license, got accepted.
Now we move on.
I move on. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, I'm fighting.
Dedicated months to this guy.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
Hey, I'm here to drink beer, kick ass, and I'm all out of beer. Like,
hold on, let me get him some beer before he.
It's like stand for fucking South Park. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Thank you.
I did not just hand him a beer. I don't know what happened.
He's running out of beer. He's only here to do two things.
He's like, who wants to get punched? Not me. I don't care how many views we get. No, I'm not getting punched.
Will already said he's down.
I've already been punched enough times in my life. All right,
several times in the face.
So
thanks for that. Thanks for the reminder.
Over my birthday,
I didn't remember myself.
How's your finger?
Over my birthday weekend, though, I seen a picture of Justin, and me and the promoter. I won't name him, but if Justin pays attention when I share this and listens in, because I will tag his fat ass in it, he'll know who I'm talking about. But Matt sent me, goddamn it.
What?
Matt Stafford, what?
Oh,
I got him on speed dial. It is Jonathan Matthew Stafford, which is weird. Whack.
Whack. Whack, all right?
Whack. But somebody sent me the picture and was like, hey, I don't know if Justin's going to make 180. He's huge. And I looked at him, that day, the moment I seen that picture, I legitimately drove right to Cold Stone.
Like,
I swear to God, on my life.
I need an ice cream, okay?
Bro, I drove straight to Cold Stone, and let me see if I have the video saved on my Snapchat, but I made a whole video about it, and I was like, thank you, Justin Overtits, for being a fat piece of shit.
Because I really wanted some ice cream.
I was like, I've had a craving for a while. I was like, I've been good to myself. I was like, but thank you. I was like, thank you for being so fat. I was like, you made this decision easy. You know what I mean? And the next day, I get a message from Matt, and he says, hey, I don't think Justin's making weight. Like, he says, I don't think Justin doesn't want to agree to weight, and if so, he's going to take the fight elsewhere with another promotion, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what does he want to fight at? He says 195. I'm like, I don't even weigh that now. I don't even weigh that now. Like, I like cutting weight because I stand 6'1". I have a big shoulders. I stand normally when I get to 155, 165, I'm a bigger guy.
100%.
A bigger guy. I can do right now. I can manhandle guys twice my size, and it's not even trying to be cocky. I've legitimately Craig. He's fucking huge, and I've picked him up off his feet. Ask him. It's true stories. I've picked him up off his feet. So guys, my size, it's nothing. It's my house. Like, it's literally nothing like guys my size. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, what does he want? He's like 195, and I was like, oh. Fuck you. Yes. Let's do it. I was like, absolutely. And Matt's like,
you know how much ice cream you could eat?
Matt's like, are you sure? And I was like, yes. I can stop eating tuna and fucking hard-boiled eggs and salads and eat a fucking cheeseburger from Checkers or something. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, it was delicious, by the way.
No free ads.
I smelt it, bro. I was like, oh my God, you piece of shit. When he threw it and it whiffed by my face.
Aeryk today.
I was like, you motherfuckers.
Aeryk threw me a fucking checker burger after I was like, hey, where you get stop at your pop? I'll take a burger. He walked in with a burger. I was like, is that mine? He's like, nope. I'm like, oh, shit. And then he threw a burger at me.
Bro, my eyes got so wide. I almost intercepted it. I was almost my germs.
Wow, great movie. Great movie.
What the fuck?
My germs.
Oh, you were Tom Brady because it didn't get intercepted.
No, I didn't. Tom Brady threw 2 interceptions in the Super Bowl. No touchdowns. So
one ring.
Well, this kid right here on the left, or I'm going to single him out. That's him. He was supposed to make 180 by April 27th.
If you had a comparison, he looks like he's my weight, which is about 250-ish.
his shirt says Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect.
Well,
that's
yes.
not whack.
well, that's because that's his teammate right there, Terry Van Avery. I plan on knocking Justin out and calling out Terry next.
You're next.
Dude, that kid's half his size. How are you going to meet up?
Because that's what I fight at.
That kid is literally half his size.
I fight at normally
Is that like
155.
correct? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's literally last
No
weekend.
wonder he can't meet weight.
Yeah. So I got a message
That's
saying,
when he went to Cold Stone.
yeah. That's what, hey, literally, the moment I see that picture, I was like, fuck yeah.
That kid is like me without training.
So I was like, fuck yeah, dude. One got Cold Stone. So the next day, I didn't know anything was going on, but Justin messaged Matt and was like, hey, if I can't fight at, this said weight, then I'm going to go fight for another promotion because they're giving me this fight offer at a weight that I can actually make.
Which is, are you kidding me? Like, are you scared or what?
No, he's a bitch.
He's been promoting this for 2 months already.
He's still a bitch. Like,
bitch tits.
You still a bitch in my book. You lying, straight crying.
I wish I had a guitar right now.
But no, he's a bitch. That's all it is. He's gonna try to go fight somebody even easier than me, and he's probably gonna lose. But
saying you're easy.
To a draw, or to the cards, or
probably to the cards. No, I'm not easy, but I'm slept on. I haven't fought in 4 years.
For sure.
I'm an analyst. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm an analyst.
No, hey, to be fair though,
I'm an analyst.
He said earlier that
That's what I said 2 times, Will.
he said earlier that he hasn't fought in a while. This guy kind of got under his skin a little bit. Was talking about him a second. kind of lit a fire under his ass. I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna knock you the fuck
It
out.
was a fucking joke.
Justin's never been finished. My biggest motivation in my fight, and specifically in my training and the way I've been training and how I train, is the fact that he's never been finished in a fight.
And that's what he's going to.
All of his losses have came via decision.
Were you talking about the guy you're fighting or over
The
tits?
guy was
No,
over
it's-
tits.
Okay.
The guy was supposed to fight. He's never been finished. And I told people, I'm like, I'm knocking him out. And everyone's like, you can't.
No, I can't.
Watch me. And you know what I mean? Everyone's like, you don't understand. Like the people he's fought. Like I'm like, dude, I fought guys better than him. I've in my career, I've fought guys better than Justin. I've fought guys better than Justin will ever face. You know what I mean? Like I am not like trying to talk myself, but I know within the years what I've put myself through. You know what I mean? There's a difference between cocky and confidence. I know what the fuck.
Very fine line, but yeah.
No, there's a very fine line, and I've never been a cocky guy, but right now, what the fuck I will be.
Yeah, fat boy.
Bro, I've spent 8 years wrestling alone. I spent 12, 14 years wrestling. I've spent 8 years dedicated to MMA.
I just want
I haven't even fought in 4, and I'm still training jiu-jitsu and things like that.
quick interjection. We're all fat shaming, but literally everybody at the table besides Andrew is fat. So
And if you see me about a month ago, if you see me about a month and a half ago, I was pretty big.
I'm just saying.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
When I first met you.
You know
Yeah.
what's crazy to me though is this guy is gonna go out of his way, promote this fight.
And then back out of it.
Hold on. Do whiteface.
I don't
You did whiteface. No. What?
Yeah, you gotta look this up. You got to.
I'll look it up right now. Well, we're talking about he did whiteface and everything. He went above and beyond to make this
He's
fight.
really trying to make him look bad.
And then I wake up saying he wants to gain, like he can't make it to my weight, which I wanted to be even lower. Like I didn't want to fight at 180, but I want to knock this guy the fuck out so bad. Like I was like,
He took 195 for me.
yeah, I was like, let's do 180, and then they said 195, and I'm like, yeah.
Like, alright. I mean, if I get the fucking
Like it was
fight-
literally no question. Matt messaged me and was like, "Hey, Justin said if he can't do it, if you can't go to 195," and I said, "Matt, I don't even walk around at 195. ... But fuck it, let's do it." That's what I said. My exact words was, "Let's do it." Like I did. There wasn't even a hesitation.
And
I
you still
didn't.
can't even make 195?
Let me ask you a
You
question.
can't. No.
Let me ask you a question then, because for somebody that doesn't know fighting that well, I actually love fighting. I've very recently been getting into it because it's literally awesome.
Like you fighting or you watching
No,
fighting?
watching.
Okay.
I'm not fighting anybody. But like, so what happens if you're under 195?
Wowzers. Put it in the mic. So like,
This guy's, he's going out of his way.
But she's right. He is a fat fucking.
He's talking about himself,
he's
obviously.
literally talking about stuff. He's acting like he's you.
Yeah.
And he's got white powder on his face.
Yep.
What a fucking fat boy.
But he still backs out. Like,
I am Andrew fucking Watson. But he's the one that backed out of the fight.
Yes.
I don't understand.
So I woke up saying you need to gain weight. I was like, okay, let's do it. Thought the fight was still on. I wake up today
Today.
Today.
Literally, I was with him.
saying,
that's noon.
Yep, so soon.
and I don't even. I think I got the message when I was with you.
Yeah, you literally was pissed. We were walking out of the liquor store buying not beer.
But Matt sent me a message saying,
Yep.
you know, whatever, his little fucking apology, Justin's apology for not being able to make weight, not be able to, not even 195, but not even like wanting to fight. He wants to take a different fight somewhere else. And he says, "Sorry, Andrew." And then he says, "Let me know if you want me to find somebody else." I called him immediately.
It was literally, we got back to the house, he was literally on the phone like, excuse me.
I called the promoter immediately, and I was like, "Are you fucking stupid? Grow up! Like, get me a fucking fight, fam!
Are
Like,
you fucking whack?
yeah, what are you doing here?
Give
Like,
me his fucking teammate right now.
and that's what I said.
Literally,
My exact words.
100% his words.
My exact words.
Swear to God,
And
with his words.
Terry Van Avery has a better professional record and has more finishes in his career, everything as a professional fighter than Justin does. He fights at 155, 165. Matt, I said, "Matt, I will make it." I told Matt, I was like, "I will make 165 April 27th. Let's do it."
I
He's
swear
like,
to God,
he's like,
if I
"Andrew."
have to, I will do it.
He's like, "Andrew, I'm sorry, but I just told their coaches I will not book Justin anymore, but anybody from their team."
You're like, call him back.
I said, stop! No!
Whack, quack.
No!
Quack, quack.
Somebody has to pay!
Someone has to get knocked the fuck
Give
out!
me their coach! I don't care, give me you! Fucking somebody!
Come here, man!
Fucking somebody!
No, seriously though, I swear to God, this is a legit conversation because he was like talking on the phone. He's like, yeah, probably 165. He's like, I will make that. He's like, if I have to make it, I'll make it.
I will kill myself.
So he called up the guy and you get his teammate now?
No. I get somebody else. There's two options. I'm not going to release the names until contracts are signed or like until somebody else agrees to fight because I don't want to.
Get any further.
You just can't do that. It's like it's a code. You know what I mean? Like until contracts are signed, you normally don't. Even when most guys, like, hey, I'm fighting April 27th. Most guys will not even put their opponent's name out there until both contracts signed because A, it's bad luck, and B, it's just shit. Yeah, it's respectful. The promoters have to do that.
April 27th, somebody's getting knocked out. So
Justin Overton, hey,
Friday. You got knocked the fuck out!
that's what fucking sucks is like Justin Overton's never been finished, so I've been training this fight specifically. To
knock a motherfucker out.
To knock a motherfucker out. Because it's not just like knock a guy out that's my size or anything, but a bigger guy. So I'm like, I really gotta hit hard.
Literally.
And my plan with the whole, you guys were talking earlier about fingernails, and me and Timmy talked about this before I even found out about this news about Justin backing out, was if I hit him and he fell and he wasn't out, I was not going to follow him to the ground or anything.
Let him go.
I was going to step back, finger gun, and then tell the ref to stand it up. And make the guy stand back up and come get some more of Daddy.
Not only is that whack, but can I get your autograph right now?
And because I've been training my specific style, the aggression, because normally I come into fights kind of calm, and I let the guy kind of tag me first. There was going to be no touching gloves, nothing. Like,
Andrew was telling me earlier.
Dude,
I'm telling you, Andrew was telling me earlier. He's like, normally he gets into a fight. He's like, kind of like, all right, we're fighting. Like,
let's
all
test
right,
waters.
bro, you want to see what I look like most times? I'm calm as fuck. It's almost psychotic. Like, I'm just like, okay, come get me.
He's like, whatever. But now he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I know I'm gonna fuck you up, and you're gonna be sleeping in about a round or two.
No, because when the first
one round.
Serious question. How much time of your training did you stand in the mirror and do the finger guns?
Seven.
Dude, I came out the womb doing that, all right? I was like, what? And the doctor's like, damn. You got this.
You got a killer on your hands.
Hey, the doctor's like, hey, this guy's already got life set. Like,
He's obviously a professional athlete. So.
This guy's just amazing. I literally just met him. He's the greatest person I've ever met. He's only crying. He's never even said a single word in his life.
Like, what? Figure
But look, hey, I kid you not, this is one of my last fights, and look, just when I fight, I'm usually calm. I'm a calm
That's an ass. Alright.
So I'm usually
that's a man's ass. Yes,
I'm usually really calm. It doesn't feed into me.
Look, it's Andrew.
I'm a very laid back guy. It usually takes somebody hitting me for me to really be like, oh, you're a dick. And want to fight them. But with the whole Justin thing, I told me and Timmy and other people have talked over the last couple weeks.
You literally look like you're confused. Like, why am I
here?
This is different.
It's so calm. It's so calm. I'm just like, okay.
He's like,
hey, it's not that I look like I'm confused what I'm doing. I just don't look like I belong there. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Looking in the stands, like to see if somebody's out there. Like,
other than the tattoos, other than being completely tattooed, I don't act like a fighter. You know what I mean? I don't act like that guy. I don't act like.
You really don't.
And you see that there. I'm literally like, oh, God.
You know what's crazy is because if you run into Andrew or have a party at his house, you don't even think he's a fighter, right?
So being calm has been my biggest thing, and I usually all my fights, everyone's like, "Hey, what's your game plan?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna let him hit me in the fucking face, and then we're gonna go from there." And people are like, "That's a bad idea," but no, me walking in the cage was a bad idea. Whack. But this is just me capitalizing on your guys' fucking stupidity.
This guy, his game manager's like, "Oh, whack quack." All right, so
whack quack. All right, it's over.
So what I normally do, and I tell people that I genuinely if I don't have anything against the person, I have to let them hit me first, or at least
get pissed,
or at least get close to doing something to me. You know what I mean? And then I finally realized, like, oh, okay, this is really happening.
Gotta work on your legs a little bit.
And I go at it, and then I go at it, but with Justin, there was going to be no touching gloves. There was going to be no touching gloves. There was going to be no anything. I was
hammer fist. It's over.
So in a perfect scenario, will get this on the video on YouTube. In a perfect scenario, we can try.
And you know what's fucked up? My celebration there was the most aggressive I got in the whole fight.
I missed that.
He's not lying.
My whole celebration was the most aggressive I got. No, Justin brought out a different demon in me that I haven't felt in a while. He
got him good as fuck right there. Yeah, so.
And then bitch.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, hey, what nobody realizes is I hit him with a knee right there. He goes to duck down for like a takedown, and I clip him with my knee. And what most people don't realize is I legitimately have Bam and
So what you don't see
and
is
Pow.
Andrew hits him with a right hand.
I have Bam and Pow in the old comic book captions and everything on my kneecaps. I really do. I have tattoos, Bam and Pow, on my kneecaps for when I knee people in the face.
Yep, that's definitely the most aggressive he was. All
Yeah,
He definitely was.
100%.
I really, if Will can get
I was gonna come with that same aggression right there in that celebration was what I was coming for the moment. They're like, hey, let's get it on. I'm like, okay, like let's do it. But Justin backed out. He's a little bitch, and now I got a couple different options. And I'm still fighting April 27th.
I'll be there.
I'm still coming with aggression.
I'm taking vacation time. I'm getting paid to watch you fight.
There's-
I'm just saying.
The only thing I have to
it's gonna be a
say,
good time. If anybody wants to drive with me,
the only thing I have to say right now is I don't know who I'm fighting yet because I have a couple options. But as I said a moment ago, whoever I fight, I'm sorry. Like I really am. It's
not your fault. It's really
not.
It's Justin's fault.
It's not. Hey, it's not you. It's me. Like
it's like the most real.
I have some things I need to work out. You know what I mean? Like this.
Just hit him with the. It's not you. It's Justin.
Yeah. And then, as I said, like when I, because I will finish this guy. Whoever steps in front of me. I was legitimately stepping in front of the guy that was never been finished in his whole career, amateur or professional, never been finished. I was gonna finish him. I will finish him.
Eventually.
It will happen.
Eventually.
You know what's going to happen
Fat
is
fuck.
he's going to see you knock the fuck out of this kid, and then you're going to call him out again, and he's still going to look like a pussy. I think you're going to pass by him, and you're going to go for his teammate.
Knock his teammate out.
If I beat his teammate, there's no reason to go back to Justin.
You never go
Facts.
back.
There's no
You
reason.
never go back because what?
That's
He's
all
nothing
you
at that
need.
point.
Yeah.
That's all you
Yeah.
need.
He's
So-
literally nothing at that point.
So whoever I beat in April, when I go after Terry and I actually get that fight, I'm not gaining weight again.
First of all, can we talk about the mentality real fast? We've all talked about the mentality of a professional athlete. You know you're winning.
Right.
It's not a question.
Well, this guy's a fucking professional.
We talked about it. You know you're winning.
Yeah. That's why sometimes I catch myself saying if, and I'm like, hold on. Hold on. And I go talk to myself like, what are you doing, bro?
You're fucking whack.
Are
Why
you questioning
saying
yourself?
it?
Are you questioning yourself right now? And I'm like, no. What are you talking about? And you're like, exactly. Get the fuck out there and say what you mean. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, stop being whack.
So no, I was prepared to go in there and fight a veteran, not just a professional athlete, but a veteran fighter at that. A guy that's literally fluctuated from lightweight to light heavyweight, and has found success in almost every weight division, but has never been finished. And I was prepared for that. And so whoever's next, like, I'm sorry, like.
All right.
But Justin, I made this for you. Like the bloody canvas, like I almost want to take that home with me that night. Like
I kind of want to ask you a couple questions because I don't really know much about the sport. So I've been introduced by somebody about the sport a little bit.
okay.
And I'm very interested in the person. And I want your opinion on how far he can go in the UFC. Ben Askren. He's 38, I believe. He got his first fight in the UFC. It's coming up.
Oh, you already won.
He won? Oh, okay.
He choked out Robbie Lawler.
All right. How far can he go as a 38-year-old UFC fighter?
So what you don't realize is, or you might, but most people don't realize, is Ben
He's 19-0, I believe.
Ben was the Bellator champion
Yes.
for a long time.
So for some reason,
For-
Dana White hates him.
For a long time, he was a Bellator champion, undefeated. He went over to ONE FC, which is the biggest promotion in Asia. Won their title, defended it, and retired.
Because he's older, so
He retired, and then somehow,
So what
some way,
happened-
Dana worked out a deal where his
trade
contract
for him.
wasn't still up. So he's like, you know what? I really don't care about this 125 division no more in my UFC. I want to get rid of it. Like 125 is for chicks. Like if you're a 125 and you're a man, grow up.
Literally.
Grow. Like just grow up. Like if you can't weigh 135, fuck yourself.
What are you doing?
Like fuck yourself.
You're whack.
If you can't make 134 or 135,
What
fuck
are you-
yourself.
what are you really doing?
Like you're not a real man. Like go. Like you might as well just
135 in 8th grade. What do you mean?
You might as well for the rest of your life just like identify yourself as a child. Like so.
Facts.
Dana wanted to get rid of the 125 division because it's very stale, very boring.
Agreed.
But Ben's been a very, very important staple in MMA as a whole. Whether he was in UFC or not, because Fedor Emelianenko never made it to UFC.
Yeah.
He never got signed, but he's still regarded as legitimately one of the greatest heavyweights to ever walk this planet.
Sure.
So the UFC, I guess, for most people, is like, oh, I made it. But it's not, nowadays, it's not necessarily that same statement, bro. Bellator's huge now. Bellator is absolutely huge now. Risen over in Japan, where Darren Cruikshank fights at, absolutely fucking huge. They basically took over for Pride. Pride shut down for quite a few years. The owner of Pride then opened up Risen. Now we have Risen instead of Pride.
Yeah.
We have ONE FC over in fucking China. Then you have Invicta, which is an all-female league. So, I mean, there are so many big outlets for fighters to go to nowadays, and especially with the sponsorship thing with Reebok, where they came in and you can't have your own sponsorships
Literally
no
no
more.
other sponsorships.
So
anymore.
other than Monster Reebok, and there's one other one, you can't have any logos on your shorts. And they
It's literally nothing after that.
legitimately give you like $30,000 if that. Like if you're a championship fighter, they give you $30,000. If you're a guy that's been around for a while, you might get, a couple thousand. And these guys were making hundreds of thousands of dollars off their single sponsorships alone. So UFC, to me, especially in my opinion, isn't the creme de la creme that it
Not
used
the
to be.
cream of the crop anymore.
Yeah, and I know they try to monopolize a lot of the MMA scene, and when they bought out Strikeforce and they bought out some of these other promotions and Pride and shit like
Which
that.
is smart, though.
And they tried to be, but you know what? There's other promotions right now that are, especially Bellator. Bellator is making a big move. A lot of the guys that no longer want to deal with that bullshit from UFC have
feel
gone
that's the
over to the
biggest
Bellator. You got Rory McDonald, Gerard Massassi, Paul Daly, but he was cut from UFC when he pulled some bullshit. You got a lot of guys who are leaving the UFC to go over to Bellator and doing things because they know, especially money-wise, it's a better move. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, wow, UFC, everyone thinks that like that's the best thing. And what I love the most when people think like MMA, like, oh, I train MMA, I train in mixed martial arts. And they're like, hey, UFC, bro? And I'm like, yeah, all the time. No, I never set foot in the UFC. Like, no. I train MMA, like that's fucking idiot shit. The shitheads don't get the difference.
I guess the thing I'm going after is like
Askren could be good. He's not gonna be because 170 champion right now is who just won it? Usman? No.
You don't think so? All right, so he's 38. He's now getting into UFC. He's been there, done that.
You want to know why he didn't get to UFC sooner? Because his style sucks. His style is boring.
That's
it
fair.
doesn't just suck. So when you fight, it's not just about how good you are. Rather, if I grind a guy out every single fight,
It's boring.
like GSP, George St. Pierre, one of the
boring,
greatest
right?
champions ever. Fucking hate that.
Which
guy.
actually is technically Ben Askren. He is
boring.
actually-
He's very much the same way.
Ben Askren is called out as GSP as his top fight. Boom. Great show right now, right? Aeryk?
Yeah, we're having a great show. This is terrific.
Boom. It's fucking up right now already.
Wow. Boom. What? Put that second fucking thing.
Yeah, there you
There you
go.
go.
Atta girl.
Fix yourself.
All right, let's get to the point.
Fix
Where
yourself.
are we going to be April 27th?
Well, I don't know where you girls will be April 27th, but
You trying to fight?
try to fuck.
I mean, $20 is $20, right?
Are we doing an ad or is this a segment? Like, are we just
But no, April 27th, we will be at the Deltaplex in Grand Rapids. I will be fighting an opponent to be determined, I guess.
That's fair.
could say names, but it's my picking right
Yeah,
now.
no, don't say names.
Wait, all right. So
I feel like a dirty little girl. I'm like, oh, I can have any man I want.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
like, if I drive out there, where am I staying?
Actually, great thing about that. Sleep In Suites, they are located in Grand Rapids, right off of 29th Street. They are going to be lodging a lot of the fighters, a lot of the people. If you go in there and you say that you're with Andrew Watson, you will get a discounted rate. Tim Voss, that's my man. He's the manager of the place, and I literally stay there every time I go out to Grand Rapids, which is, I don't know, 8 times a year. So, great, and not just that, especially in April. I mean, if you get out there early enough, you might go out there and disc golf a little bit. So,
holy shit! All right, first of all,
and that's what's awesome. Hey, the manager of the hotel takes me to go disc golfing all the time.
first of all, so if I went out with you early enough, I'm going disc golfing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going out there. I'm gonna disc golf with Andrew.
I'm with you.
And we're gonna go see this fight. We're gonna stay at the Sleeps In.
Sleeps In Suites.
What time's the fight?
The fights start at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6. It's once again Deltaplex, same arena that Detroit's. I don't know what their G League name is, but the same stadium that they play in. We'll be fighting in, and I said to be determined on who I'm fighting. How it's gonna happen though is I'm gonna knock this guy the fuck out.
See that?
If you want to see this, I will not go for a submission. I will not. I swear to God. I'm going to hit this guy hard, and once he hits the ground, I'm going to step back, and I'm going to finger gun the shit out of him. And then I'm going to look at the ref, maybe give him 1 or 2 good finger guns.
You're next.
And then let him know, like, hey, he can stand up anytime he wants. Like, I know he probably needs his wits about him, but let's do this again. And that's it. I mean, simply put, I am probably going to be the most aggressive I've ever been. I've never felt aggressive. I've never in my whole life. I love to make people laugh. I am probably one of the most laid back, chilled people until you give me a reason not to
Whack.
be. But
Quack.
I've always, in any of my old fights, you hit me. You know what I mean? I become a different type of person. Definitely becoming way more aggressive. So April 27th, come out to Deltaplex and watch not just me, but there's like 15 other fights on the card.
There's a whole card. We're all gonna watch it.
But it's just, I mean, boy, if we're being honest, I'm the most important.
You know what the problem is? I had this problem. I saw a buddy. The main event ended up being
Me?
So I went. Not even. All right. So we're coming up to Andrew. It's like when I went. I saw this fight. This main event was not my friend, but it turned out to be my friend because so many people showed up. They were like, "Hold on, we can't have the main event so early." Everybody's gonna leave. I feel like this is gonna be the same situation. April 27th, we're all gonna go watch. Andrew
I'm bringing 100
fight.
people with me. Hey, I don't care who, because whoever I fight, it's gonna be their backyard. Like it's legitimately, no matter who I fight, it's gonna be from the west side of Michigan, from the Grand Rapids area. It's their backyard, and I'm bringing the war to them.
Let's go.
And it does not matter whether it's Justin Overtits or
I'll say if I get enough beers in me, I'll call out Overtits.
or no matter who else I'm being offered. The fights, my game plan is set in stone. It doesn't matter who's standing in front of me. I don't care what you wrestle. Good, eat a knee. Like
Bang.
like I don't give a fuck. But we're gonna bring definitely a big crowd to Grand Rapids, and it's gonna be a good time.
All right, so we're going to get right back into this. I don't know what conversation we were in. I'm pretty drunk right now, so we're going to go.
You don't drink.
Not on this podcast.
Not on this podcast.
So we were talking about Ben Askren.
Fuck Ben Askren, all right? Let's
Wow.
talk about this. Let's talk about this NFL free agency frenzy that just went on.
What just happened?
Fucking Bell to the Jets?
Did Derek just take the show
Whack.
back?
Whack is quack for
Bell
sure.
to the Jets.
Hey, that is so whack. Sam Darnold looks like that
Hold on,
cousin
are the Jets
that you
good?
just don't want to talk to.
Like, because now they have Bell, you think, are they good? Is that what you're asking?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, they weren't that far away from the play. What'd they finish? Like 7 and 9?
Might as well be 6 and 10.
Listen,
Mine as well.
as my boy Vin Diesel once said, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
You win.
If you're winning, you're winning.
But,
So,
if you're not winning by an inch or a mile, you're first or last.
okay. Hey, if you ain't first or last, God damn it, Ricky Bobby. Hey, I was on peyote that.
Motherfucker, shake and bake.
I was high on peyote. I don't even remember saying that.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. But no, so I mean, I think they went 7-9.
But does it really make that team that much better?
Well, the other acquisitions that they got also.
Who?
C.J. Mosley at linebacker. They signed, I want to say...
Still the goddamn Jets.
I mean, the Jets are... I mean, it's been about 8 years now, but they were going to back-to-back AFC championships under Mark Sanchez. You know, it started with
Butt fumble,
right?
But I mean, you got...
And now they get a perennial running back.
But who's the king? Legitimately, until that man is gone.
There's no king.
Until that man is gone.
He almost has as many losses as he does wins.
Until that man is gone and retired.
People have won while he's...
It's not. No. The Jets will not win that division until that man is gone.
He doesn't have to win the division. They can still make the playoffs. Wild card.
Wild card, but you're still gonna have to have a man. You're still gonna have to.
He's not the man. He's not the man.
What did you
He
say?
loses.
Hold on, I will say that
Come on.
Brady is the goddamn man.
Go.
One of.
Go.
What was the Jets' record last year?
He came out of his mom's vagina doing this.
I just remember them beating the Packers.
They also beat another team.
They beat the Lions. Yeah, fuck off, loser.
What's their record?
Hold on.
They blew us out the first
Because
game.
now that I think about it, they have like a top 3 pick.
Bro, I was at that game. I was at that. Yeah.
Me too. We were all there.
I have season tickets. I go to all the home games.
Well, I also have season tickets.
So when that happened, I was like,
I bought my dad friends.
And then a couple weeks later, I go to the Patriots fucking game, and I'm like, yeah, we won. And then we just shit the
I was in
bed.
Florida for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I went to the fucking Buffalo game though.
I also went to the Buffalo game. We're actually going to the Denver Broncos game next year in Denver.
Hell yeah.
So Bell
2020's Jacksonville, by the way.
Bell goes to the Jets. I mean, it does make that team slightly better, and
then you got Sam Darnold a year. He's a year into the NFL.
But I still think he's ass.
I think so too.
I don't think he was the best
What
quarterback out of
receivers
that draft.
did he gain to make him better?
He didn't gain anybody like Antonio
No,
Brown
it's not-
to the Raiders.
Okay, so here's my thing.
That's what I was about to bring up.
Here's my thing with Darnold. It's not just he wasn't the best quarterback out of that draft class. Is I just don't think that he's going to be that great of a quarterback in the NFL. Period.
You name me
when you see guys
his targets.
When you see guys that have that spark and have that difference in them.
Josh Allen,
Enigma,
Quincy Enunwa. Yeah, Robbie Anderson, and then they signed. I want to say Jamison Crowder, I believe.
And I believe Darnold's good. I do think he's good, but I just don't. I think he's going to be another mediocre quarterback. I think he's going to be another Sam Bradford. I think he's going to be another.
Well, Sam Bradford was a stud. If he didn't have like 13 concussions,
no, he was a stud. He was out of college. In college, I mean, in college he was still the same thing can be said about fucking Matt Leinart and fucking Vince Young and all. Joey Harrington. Fuck yourself.
Facts.
But he didn't run another back in the end zone.
But dude, I don't know. I think Bell going to the Jets
definitely makes him a better team. It was stupid for sure.
On Bell's behalf, here's the thing: is like you got $52 million, and they were offering you 70 at Stillers, and I get the chemistry. Here's the thing: when you break up with a girlfriend and like she hits you up a couple days later, sure, it may be good for a moment to fuck them, right? But like, oh yeah, you're a good lady. Like, come back, Marissa. Oh my god! But like to be in another relationship, like to get back in a relationship with that team again or that person, like it doesn't make sense. Like, so obviously Steelers are off the table. Like the chemistry, everything there is done.
Let me
but to go to the Jets, a team that you're competing with the fucking Patriots. Stop it.
Whack, whack.
Let me ask you a question.
Stop it. Go to the Raiders. Go somewhere else. Go with AB.
No. Listen.
Kansas City or the Colts.
Exactly. No, exactly. But my problem with Bell is not that he left the Steelers or anything like that. My problem with the whole thing with him going to Jets is the fact that he went to the Jets.
My biggest problem is that do you think he ran out of suitors?
Mm-hmm. No.
4 years, $52 million.
Is 27 years old?
That's right about that's
you're right.
That's right about the average.
franchise.
Yeah, that's less than his franchise.
Way less.
But he's
and he was trying to set the market, and he didn't do that. So
running
Do you
backs.
think that he ran out of suitors?
Absolutely, absolutely. And here's why. Here's exactly why. Because in today's day and age in the NFL, Running back's lifetimes only lasts 4 to 6 years.
It's 3.
It's 3 to 5.
4 to 6 isn't that far off, dicks. God, way to make me feel bad. I'm not changing my fucking timeline there.
4 to 6.
4 to 6, you fucking dicks. But so he's ran his course. He's had a lot of fucking wear and tear over there in Pittsburgh because
100%.
they put a lot on his body.
Piece.
So between AB, which we'll get to in a minute because that's another free agent fucking market that.
Just Jordy.
Well, he wasn't a free agent. He got traded. But.
Well, it's still during free
during,
agency. It wasn't. It was after fucking.
It was during the whole
tampering
frenzy.
season.
You're right.
So between their two attitudes together, I think that I think that the league or even that team was like, fuck yourselves.
They absolutely were.
You know what the worst part
they're not
is?
going to be
Like,
taking
Juju was so humble about the whole situation. It's
until AB was gone.
AB.
Hey, and then AB was
the Raiders picture.
Hey, and then AB was gone. Hey, AB was gone. He posted a picture of him catching a touchdown. He's like, I'm ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Hey, wait,
about.
bud.
His touchdown.
AB in the back.
Yeah. AB in the background watching him in Oakland. He was catching that touchdown in the back of the end zone. He said, "I'm ready."
Yeah, he said, I'm ready.
Can't wait, bud.
So I definitely do think like when even people would still talk about like, oh, he left $70 million on the table and Steelers, but hey, how many people know that Steelers probably said that $70 million's off the fucking table just because it was there 5 minutes ago?
Let me ask you
doesn't
a
mean it's
question.
there right now.
Let me ask you a question. So AB leaves Steelers. Go to
And nobody else wanted him but the Raiders.
Listen. So
Third
AB,
and a fifth.
Hold on. Third and a fifth, which is terrible. First of all,
Nobody wanted him.
Where's the fifth?
that's how you know nobody wants him, is a third and fifth. But also, can we talk about that? The Steelers were so ready to ship him off that Juju Smith-Schuster was like, hey, I'm better than you. Can't wait to see you when you're in Oakland and I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm catching a touchdown right in front of you while we played Oakland.
Right.
Are you kidding me? Like,
He threw
bye.
shots,
So
dude.
your fellow friend is saying bye.
Well, you got to really
like, you're a fucking diva.
So if Juju did that, you only have to like consider because when you play with somebody that type, I mean, I am not. I mean, I may be a professional athlete.
Well, you're a professional
I mean,
May or may not be.
I train with professional athletes,
You
and I
get
mean
it.
that's my family. That is my family. You know what I mean? So when you are that close knit with somebody, that's your team, that's your family. Like
it's your blood. You
you
fucking
got
train with them.
They see you at some of your weakest moments. They literally push you through some shit that you don't even think anybody will help you through. And for Juju to throw that type of shade,
It's a lot.
you have to realize what AB probably created there. The type of atmosphere that AB
What I'm saying
was
is
creating.
I think the Steelers did the right thing.
By getting rid of both of them, absolutely.
Do you think the
It was just like the whole Dez. It was just like the whole Dez Bryant thing in Dallas. I think Dez was a big diva too. And
which you see.
and hold on, and hey,
right.
unpopular opinion. Fuck everyone who listens to this and probably gets, oh fuck this guy. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. Everyone
We all
wants.
talk about that Colin Kaepernick is a starting quarterback in the NFL right now.
Everyone, you take your team to what a 6-10 season, if that.
Kaepernick,
if you
a 10-6 team, no matter what.
In an ideal situation, you have some of the best receivers in the league, best running back, blah blah. Blah. Kaepernick's taking his team to like a 6-10 season. 6-10, if that. He's not that good. So I think
He was simmering down. He was.
I think his lack of skill set mixed in with it wasn't a whole. Hey, you know what? The great thing about this country is you have a freedom of speech.
It's once they started game planning him.
So when you take that kneel and you protest and shit like that, hey, bro,
I was all for it.
I agree with
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? Like there's some police brutality. There
fucked
is
up when he tried to sue the NFL.
there's some fucked up shit that goes on in this country, but there's time and place for everything. There's
Chase Daniels has earned a starting spot in the NFL.
No.
Oh, okay, crazy.
Who?
He played for
Chase
the
Mazzo?
Chicago Bulls. Chase Daniels.
Yeah, I mean, but he started quarterback in Missouri for 4 years.
Oh well,
Missouri?
he was a quarterback
For Missouri?
Chicago for a minute.
But yeah, but he played for Missouri.
Would you have Chase Daniels or Colin Kaepernick as backup?
Chase Daniels.
Wow,
That's crazy.
unbelievable.
Chase Daniels has an arm. I don't have to rely on his feet, and for him to get hit
Colin
every
Kaepernick
time.
can
Nice,
throw
though.
just as well.
Huh?
It's nice to have a quarterback that can run.
No. Because then you have to because then you don't
a whole
know.
new
Then
element.
it's
This is literally
unpredictable.
unbelievable.
Then it's unpredictable. That's unpredictable. I'd rather be a coach. I'd rather be a coach where I know what the fuck is happening every play and know how my quarterback is going to execute every single play. Than to sit here and be like, oh, well, maybe he'll run.
If you're predictable as an NFL offense, you lose.
Let me ask you one question.
Okay. Other than Michael Vick, how the fuck has that gone for anybody? RG3, Vince Young, Cam Newton, even. Come on, grow up. Come on.
I'm not talking about a quarterback that takes off every fucking play, but a quarterback that can have legs. A quarterback that can move the pocket. A quarterback that can take off when they need to.
It's not. No, it's amazing. It's amazing. But grow up.
Let me ask you a question. Exactly.
Quack.
Colin Kaepernick, Brett Favre.
Oh, Brett
Favre.
Oh, Brett Favre.
Brett, all day, every day. I love that son of a bitch. I will. Hey, fuck Green Bay. I will help him masturbate in Crocs.
Wait,
that's how much. I hate the Packers. I legitimately hate the fucking Packers. Brett Favre, I will jack that dude's dick.
Let me get there, okay? Let me get there.
You don't have to say that.
Let me get there, okay? Brett Favre or Chase Daniels?
Brett
Favre or Mitch Trubisky? Brett Favre or Matthew Stafford?
Well, that's almost like twins.
Which one?
Those are like twins. I swear to God. That's only
do or die.
Over the years, I can honestly say that right now is I love my Detroit Lions, right? But over the years, I care less and less about them, and care more and more about Matt.
So you pick Matt over Brett?
Yeah.
All right, so let's wait. Let's
Matt Stafford's like my favorite quarterback. Like they all make fun of
Brett
him.
Favre, in my opinion, is the best quarterback of all time.
Ever.
Same.
But Matt.
Well,
Matt.
He's my favorite of all time.
Matt symbolizes Brett Favre.
I know what you're saying.
Matt symbolizes Brett Favre more than anybody has ever symbolized another quarterback. Like when people sit here and be like, well, he reminds me of the next Tom Brady. He reminds me of the next Bowl.
No.
There's never a comparison.
Brett Favre.
There's legitimately never a comparison that I've ever agreed to more than Brett Favre and Matt Stafford.
That's fair.
Because
so that's our question.
Because Stafford, that man fucking will sling it. He's getting hit. He's legitimately the only Lions player. He is legitimately the only. See,
he lowers his shoulders.
So that's okay.
He's knocking out of your fucking Giants player.
Hey, guess what? Them couple of run plays of 10, maybe 12 he does a year. Fine, I'm fine with that.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so
but I don't want to rely on that because he looks stupid when he runs. He looks like goddamn Forrest Gump. He's breaking off his braces and shit.
Let me keep going then.
No, please don't.
Brett Favre or Kirk Cousins?
Brett.
Okay.
Are you fucking smoking
Where
crack?
are you going with this? Get to your point.
Yeah,
Brett Favre or Marcus Mariota?
You should have stopped with Stafford because
Keep going. Answer the question.
Okay, no, we're good.
Brett Favre or Marcus Mariota?
Brett.
So do you know who was doing their own thing at the offensive line every time the offensive coordinator was like, hey, do this? And Brett Favre was like, hey.
Unpredictability.
One finger guns.
Okay, so no.
Let me do what I want.
No, okay. I get the unpredictability thing. There's a difference between a guy that will Brett would literally stand in the pocket. And he
didn't even know what a nickel cornerback was.
Here's a defensive lineman in his face, like literally already hitting him. Like he's already got a concussion. All right, and Brett is just fucking throwing
probably a touchdown pass.
The perfect pass down the field. So that's not unpredictable. Like you know you got that. Most running quarterbacks nowadays, as good as their arms seem, at moments they're inconsistent. And they do have to rely on their feet more than they do their arm. And that's just not what I would want out of a quarterback.
What I'm saying is that
Brett Favre and Matt Stafford's unpredictable. This motherfucker literally ran down the field. It was like clock. The team, the fucking coaches told him to do that. Right. The coaches were like clocking. He's like, okay, clock, and dove over the fucking line.
And then he thought he didn't get it, so he ran around and still
So I do need that out of my quarterback. I need a quarterback that at moments will do something I don't think he's fucking capable of, right? But I don't want him to be unpredictable.
That is unpredictable. You want unpredictability.
You absolutely want unpredictability.
Okay. Because guess what? If I can't predict it, who can't predict it?
The defense.
Thank you.
So, Right, but it's
Right. You're right, but whatever.
no. In a sense, I see where you're coming from. In a sense, I see where you're coming from, fam. But no, I get what you mean. But I'm just saying, like the mobile quarterback, it's good for college.
You're
Great
100%
for
right.
college.
Anything.
Great for college.
Who is the best
Tebow is probably one of the
player?
most underrated quarterbacks ever. I love Tebow. I love the man.
Underrated.
I would masturbate him in his fucking kneeling position.
Tebow is not underrated
I
as
told
a
you, once
college
you get enough
quarterback.
beers, this guy talks about jacking up other dudes. So.
Do you hear me?
What?
Tebow is not an underrated quarterback in college.
No, in the NFL he was.
NFL, yes.
My man took over for Kyle Norton and fucking a 1-5 team, took him to the playoffs, and then beat Ben or fucking Roethlisberger in the fucking playoffs. Grow up.
No, but Tim Tebow is the best college player of all time. That's established on the show as our group.
Oh, I love Tebow. Absolutely.
So for us, that's as a show, we agree that Tim Tebow is the best college quarterback of all time.
But no, no, absolutely.
Or college player.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I love Tebow. I've always loved Tebow.
I don't know.
And I'm not even a Christian guy. I don't even care.
Pat McAfee.
I love Pat McAfee.
Oh, great person. First of all.
For the brand.
Oh, thank you for the brand. All right. He has a video.
What's going on, Cuzzo?
God, I just got so happy right now. So, but
Now Timmy's pitching the tent.
100%. But so he had Tim Tebow at Top Golf, right? And Tim Tebow goes hit the ball, and he hits it fucking far as shit. And Ty Schmidt in the background's like, Jesus, and Tim Tebow goes, loves you.
No way.
Fucking
Swear to God.
I did not see this video.
It's so good. So if you haven't heard Pat McAfee's show 2.0, they're not for Barstool anymore. He quit. But really crazy situation.
We sidetracked a little bit. Let's get back to
Tiny
the
bit.
free agency.
We gotta get to the free agency because
So Bell goes to the Jets. Whack.
well, we're a week old. We got
AB goes to the Raiders. AB goes to the Raiders. Which, if
well, all right. So
Gruden fucked that team up.
Because listen, because now.
Oh, did he? Because he got rid of Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper. Did he? Yes.
Okay, and now,
Grow up.
Hold on.
Whack.
Now you have Antonio Brown. They just signed Tyrell Williams.
Wait, does Antonio Brown drop as many balls as Amari Cooper?
No. They just signed LaMarcus Joyner, and they got an offensive lineman, like Osimile or some shit like that.
Trey Brown.
Yeah, they got rid of Osimile, but
They got Brown from the Patriots.
So yes, they just got better,
right,
and now they have 3 first-round picks.
Fuck the Raiders. Can we talk about our team?
Yes, let's talk about the line. Everybody thought Gruden was fucking that team up because he got rid of Matt.
No, you gotta get your guys. You gotta get your guys.
And now all of a sudden you're looking at the team and you're like, wait a second.
Hey, so talking about getting your guys.
Your guys. Detroit Lions.
Patricia,
your guys.
About fucking time.
Why? Because Patricia went after
The Pacers.
His guys.
Yes.
He was like, I like me some mean bean. Let's get
Can I
in
tell
here.
you who my favorite person for Patricia is? Jesse James. I don't care about any other signing.
Oh, absolutely.
Jesse James is such a Patricia. Such a New England type style signing.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
Somebody that can block. It's somebody that's gonna catch. And no, I don't care if his production drops a lot.
You want to know what I knew?
Production dropped because they brought in Vance McDonald.
Because
hold on.
running more time.
With James Conner. But you want to know when I knew Detroit was changing is when we had an opportunity to go after fucking Antonio, and
You didn't?
Quinn said, "Hey, we want good guys in our locker room." So
Trey Flowers was an amazing signing
because we got Trey Flowers, we got
can we talk
Danny.
about Trey
Hey, Danny
Flowers?
Amendola. I don't care what anybody says. That man has some of the most spectacular catches in the history of the NFL.
I said that was a great signing.
It's a big pickup, especially we needed a replacement for Tate.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to spend as much money.
But is he going to stay healthy? Is the big question mark.
Yes.
No.
He was the leading receiver in Miami last year.
I'm not worried about staying healthy.
He's healthy.
The thing about Damian Motola is what I'm scared about. Thanks.
Drink another one. Grow up.
I will drink another water. Thank you. But the thing I'm scared of is I think he's 38.
Yeah, no, he's old.
and he says he's the best shape in his life.
Because he's white.
Which every
I'm joking.
Here we go. But what I'm saying is like every free agent ever say that is like
Cut that
I'm
out.
in the best shape of my life. Like I can't wait to sign with this team. I can't wait to say
Right.
We'll
No,
see
because
when we see
you know
it, okay?
you know what the great thing about Danny is we don't need him to be the best. We don't. He needs
gonna be the best
Galladay's a
Galladay.
fucking stud.
100%.
Galladay. Hey, I guarantee you that Galladay or okay.
And as much as you don't like Marvin Jones, he's still.
Of course he is.
I love
all downfield and he'll catch it.
I love Marvin, but I think Galladay or Jesse James will lead the team in touchdowns this year.
It's gonna
Jesse
be
James
Galladay
will
hands
not.
down.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, he won't.
You want to know why? Because Stafford hasn't had a fucking tight end in years, and he's gonna fucking.
love it.
Hey, whoa! What is this? Who is that?
Do you want to know
You
why?
catch the ball on third down?
Well, you didn't
telling you
drop
right
that E-bomb?
Jesse James will have 6 touchdowns this year.
No, I put him at
Over, under? I'm gonna go over.
I put him at 9.
You want to say over under? I'll go over 6.
I will bet both of you here.
I bet you $20 right now he catches 9, and it's on the podcast. He's gonna catch 9.
on the podcast.
6 or under.
I'm going over.
So I'll go with the over. I'm pegging it at
Both of
6,
you?
but
20,
it's
20?
gonna be
Yeah.
over. It's gonna be over 6. I said
6 or under.
I'm pegging it at 9. But it's gonna
Hey,
be over
instead
6.
of 20, can I go hand job?
Absolutely.
All right, we got on the podcast.
And that's our show.
Quack, quack.
The fuck is happening there?
Quack.
$20 is $20.
All right, so to me,
So,
though,
hey,
Jesse James is the most solid signing because Kerryon Johnson kind of established himself a little bit last year. Yes, he got hurt. Yes, I understand that. But you need to understand that with Jesse James, he's a dual threat tight end, which is something
Exactly, because
We
what
haven't had that
Pettigrew was great at blocking, but he was not. He couldn't catch.
can't reel the
Hey,
ball. in.
Ebron couldn't block, but was a good route runner. Just couldn't catch
We
Yeah.
it.
had the same tight end twice.
And now,
Opposites.
because fucking Joseph Fourier slipped on his dog's piss and broke his ankle and shit.
God, man, Jason Fourier was the fucking man, dude.
Wow, and then we let him go. And then we let him go because he fucking broke his ankle. It's like, no, you should have kept him around because he was honestly one of the best tight ends we've had in a long time.
Because he could catch it,
And-
throw the ball in the end zone.
And I think Jesse James, I think he's going to be the greatest utilized weapon. As you said, I think he is one of the better signings that we had. As exciting as you want to get to put Trey Flowers on that defensive end, that defensive lineup, and get a guy that's going to kind of go after the quarterback, because it's something that we've lacked in quite a few years.
I'll say, keep going, but I
And then Coleman, getting rid of Lawson, picking up Coleman, great fucking acquisition.
you a question.
But hold on.
I'll say, let him go.
Jesse James was the perfect pickup because we have not had a tight end in eight years that could do both. What's it been 8 years that we've had a quarterback that could do both? I mean, it's been 5 years up until Kerryon. Yeah, up until Kerryon, we didn't even have a fucking running back that could rush over for 100 yards for 5 years. For 5 years. So I mean,
Our last running back was Barry.
I definitely do think.
100 years, it was coming.
No, for 5 years. For 5 years, we didn't run for over 100 yards in a single game. The last person to do it was Reggie Bush.
Before that was coming.
So I definitely do think that Jesse James was the perfect pickup, and that's why I'm going over on that 6, because I think people are gonna try to, especially in the red zone. I think people are gonna expect him to block, and he's gonna be able to, fake him out and go out for a route and get a touchdown. So I'm going over on that 6.
Go ahead, Timmy.
What were you going at?
You lost your train of thought?
Yep.
All right, so the Trey Flowers signing, the PFF grades on our defensive line, we got Trey Flowers.
He's like a 93.4.
All right, and then we got Ashawn Robinson.
86.
No, it's not. No, the low.
Trey Flowers was one of
It was like 93.4.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, he's the top 10 defensive end.
Ashawn Robinson was like an 88 at PFF grade. Then we got Snacks Harrison was a 93. And then Deshaun Hand was an 87 as a rookie.
Yeah, our lowest.
Our D-line now is a fucking great D-line. We're going to get after the quarterback.
Exactly. And that's what I want to see, because as much pressure as we'd get back there, we would push the lineman back, but from there we would do nothing last year. So but no, Jesse James is definitely the best pickup in my opinion. Still,
I think it was. What that does too, also, that lets us know that we're not taking a tight end at pick number 8. Oh, thank God!
Hold on. That's where I was getting.
not another
That's where I
Ebron.
was going. Thank God you get Jesse James. We guarantee the Lions fan base No
We're
tight
not
end.
going tight end at 8.
Best
Bless the soul.
We got Ebron at 10, didn't we?
Listen, best-
11, I think.
No,
Best
10. It was
scenario
10.
for us. I really want Quinn Williams, but that's not going to happen.
Trade back.
So, hey, okay, hey.
At
Timmy,
pick 8, listen. At pick
who do you?
8,
Hey, not who do you guys want? Because there's so many like variables.
Fall to? Who
No. What
do I want?
in the first round do you want to
I want
see?
us to sign Montez Sweat.
No,
Period.
fuck it. Nope.
If he's still there at pick 8, which some mock drafts have him going after us,
No,
Montez
gone.
Sweat is a
Fuck
fucking
that.
beast.
Fuck that.
At what position?
He's a defensive end.
Listen
Why?
to me.
Why?
You're deep
Depth.
at E-line now.
Depth.
No,
And he's a fucking monster.
no.
Yes.
Listen to me. You want to trade back. The defense is so strong in this draft. You want to trade back and get 2 second-round draft picks. You're giving up a top 10 pick in a weak draft. You want to go back to 18, 19. You want to get 2 draft picks in the second round.
Man,
You're going to get
I'll
equal
take
talent
that.
in the second round.
That's
I'll
a
take
smart
that.
move. Hey,
I'll
Quinn
take
Williams, the defensive lineman, he's the next Sue
He's gonna be.
and Aaron
He's gonna
Donald
be.
on
He's gonna be.
steroids.
He's gonna be.
No,
He's
he
gonna be-
is
big
going to.
if. That's big
There is
if.
no if. He is going to be. Quinn Williams, watch. No ifs. He will.
No, that's a big if.
Motherfucker, next best
Listen,
quarterback.
this-
Matt Lillard was going to win a Super Bowl.
Listen,
Facts.
there's so much more stuff that goes in the combines now.
Reggie Bush was going to be a great running back.
Stop. All the stuff that goes into the combines now, all the stuff that they test them for and train them for.
Matt McCoy was great. Whack, quack.
Listen, Quinn Williams is the fucking size of Aaron Donald. He's got the speed of a fucking linebacker.
All right, I don't need specific names, you fat fuck. I just.
All I said was linebacker, you fucking
He just
piece
needs
of
to
shit.
whack.
your
No, you were going into details of who or what.
What fucking name did I say? You
No, that was true.
You right.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald. But anyway,
Listen.
so he's going to be a fucking monster. He's not falling to us at 8. All right, but Montez Sweat also has a fast 40 as a defensive end. He can get to the quarterback.
A lot of people nowadays do.
I need a linebacker.
Okay, how many people on the lines have done it?
I need a linebacker. I need a good linebacker on my team to match up with fucking Jared
So
Davis.
why don't we go with Devin White or Devin Bush at 8?
Why don't we go with, what's his name?
they're both
White.
gonna be there.
What's his,
Devin White or Devin Bush.
Okay, you didn't say White.
I'm trying to trade.
Trust
back
me,
to
I
equal
know that word. I love that word. I would realize if you said it.
talent. I'd rather trade back to equal talent. The defensive lineup this year is so much better than offensive. You're so deep in defense.
I need a linebacker and I need an offensive, especially with TJ Lang being gone. I need another offensive lineman.
Yeah, but I mean,
You
guys,
don't- if you go
you're giving
O-line
them a
in the
chance
8.
to get a fucking.
I'm not going after any of the offensive linemen in the free agency.
If listen to me, what if I asked you, would you rather have one potential All-Star or 2 potential All-Stars?
That's
Easy
that's
question,
not the
right?
same.
Well, hold on,
That's
shut
not
the fuck
same.
up, because what happened to what ifs? Like, you were literally just bitching a minute ago about what ifs. So don't
Right,
pull that shit
no,
on me.
you're gonna-
Listen,
Yeah,
listen,
fuck
let
you.
me get further.
Hey, I see right through his bullshit. Fuck
Let
you.
me get further.
That's just a
Let me get further.
Whack.
Let me get further.
No further. You don't deserve that.
Yes, I do. Listen, so there's 64.
This is not my
players in this
podcast.
draft, right? There's only 64. It's so deep at defense.
What, there's only 64 what, people? You're a liar.
in the first 2 rounds?
No, it's cool.
Makes sense.
Cool, but I mean, there's 7
How
rounds.
many picks are in the first 2 rounds then?
No, I said that makes
Tom
sense.
Brady was a 7th round draft pick. Grow up.
Talking.
He's not
Nobody's
wrong.
getting a Tom Brady.
He is wrong because he was a 6th-round draft pick.
Wow. It would last pick in the 6th round. You're right. Grow up.
What I'm saying is
Wow.
that if there was only 2 rounds this year, would you rather have 2 second rounds?
If there was 2 rounds and I was a coach, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? There's only 7.
That's just boosting your narrative because I would rather have pick 8 and grab a guy that is looks like a perennial star than drop back and watch all these fucking players that are going to be great and we know they're going to be
All right,
great.
so what if you drop back and then you have a first round pick? You drop back and then you have 2 second round picks. You have all of a sudden 3 picks in the 64.
$20
3
and
picks
$20
is
bucks.
different. You said 2.
But I'm saying
And you said 2 second rounds. You didn't say that we're
Yeah, what is going on
you're
here?
dropping back. You're dropping back,
You
right?
drank too much
I
water
said he
tonight.
keeps trying to what if and then he's building his what ifs
Yeah.
where it fits his narrative.
It's a little bit.
So will you agree with that?
He's a little too hydrated. He's drinking a little bit too much water tonight.
All right, let's move on. One person we talked about a lot, Nick Foles.
To the Jags.
Fucking
$50
Dunville.
million guaranteed.
So what happens with
They released
He's
Blake
cut.
Bortles.
Yeah, he's
They
released.
cut him.
no?
Bye bye.
Hey, so I don't even watch you no more. What most people don't realize is like I didn't even have Bleacher Report on my phone for a long time because I just got a new phone this week, and I think Aeryk posted something about the Lions like, "Oh, great pickup," and I was like, "Why didn't I see this?" I thought maybe he was bullshitting, and I looked at my phone. I was like, "Oh, I don't have Bleacher Report." So I downloaded it, and then everything came in at once, and I was like, "Holy shit!" So. And I only picked like MMA and like specific teams. Like I follow like Patriots, Lions. I didn't pick like the NFL news. So even like the Blake Bortles being cut, I didn't know that. To this very moment, wow. But
you're moving on.
Well, Nick Foles, I seen that he got signed to them the other day. I didn't know what happened with Blake,
All
but
would you want Nick Foles leading your team?
No.
no, we want Matthew Stafford.
Facts.
Right.
You want to know my ideal situation? I'll tell you this right now, and this is probably a crazy thing. Most people are like, "Oh, this is not a good idea." I wanted so badly for Matthew to get traded this year to the Giants.
Why?
Shut up.
What kind of fan wants their fucking
That
quarterback
is
traded
possibly
away?
the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Shut up. Because I love Matthew.
up.
This was before the Odell thing.
I'll say Odell gets traded to the fucking Browns.
This was
the
before
Browns are stacked.
This was
fucking god.
This was before Odell. This was before everything. This is before everything with the tampering and everything started. The rumors with Matthew started like he might get traded, and then Bob was like, "Oh, we need to start quarterback." I'm like, I heard the same thing with fucking Golden Tate.
It's not gonna. They're not trading Stafford.
They're not going to. They're not going to. But if he had, let's say Matthew replaced Eli over in the Giants, and let's
Great
say
decision by the Giants if that happened.
Hold on, and let's say Odell was still there. Let's think about this. Fucking Odell, fucking Shepard, Evan Ingram, and fucking Saquon. Get out of here.
And also, they just got somebody.
2-3 years. Hey, within 2-3 years, we're talking pre-fucking shit, bro.
Damn, good job, Tim.
We're if Stafford had Odell not left and Stafford actually got traded, the only team I would honestly wanted to see him go to. Yeah, they did.
They did.
They did. He did. Yeah.
Yep.
The only team I would want to see Stafford go to was going to be the Giants, and not because I like the Giants, because I hate them. Eli is a mouth breathing idiot.
Eli is past his prime.
But I want to see Stafford win, and
he can win.
Now we can. And I know that and people don't like this opinion either. He's done way better without Kelvin than he did with Kelvin.
100% because he can spread the ball
Because
around.
now he has to be a quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he doesn't just like have a safe fail. Like,
I can't see anybody throw it to where Kelvin is.
But I think that if Stafford were to go anywhere, I would have liked him to go to the Giants. Pre Odell.
Listen,
and everything.
I'm willing to take another bet right now.
What?
If anybody has the balls, the Browns win their division this year.
I think that
Who's their division again?
Steelers, Ravens, Bengals.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not taking that bet.
Bro,
you
the
fucking
Browns
idiot.
have Kareem Hunt, who only got an 8-game suspension.
Wait, come out.
Which will
I thought it was gonna be a full season.
which will probably
now I draft him. Yes, now I draft him. Yes.
which will
maybe about the 6th or 7th round.
which will now. Hey, I guarantee he appeals it. He probably
No,
gets
he
6.
said-
He said he's accepting it.
Did he?
Yeah.
He doesn't want any.
Oh.
He doesn't want it to be more. He's 8 is fine. Boom. Half the season.
Oh, I thought he was going to try to appeal it. Maybe get 6 or 4.
So now listen.
He already said thank you. Let's move on with our life.
So now, as the Browns,
And in my opinion, he really didn't do anything that wrong.
but anyway,
8 games is kind of steep.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Quack.
So
Equality. You know?
as the Browns, you have Baker Mayfield, who was almost Rookie of the Year. All right. Yeah, you got. I seen that comparison. So you got. And then you got Njoku, who was
one of the top tight ends.
Tight end.
Let me cut you off real quick. Just
What?
for comparison. 2017.
I'm naming the lineup.
I'm gonna name
Let me name the lineup, and then you name the whole lineup.
So he's talking Jarvis Landry, he's talking Njoku, he's talking Nick Chubb, he's talking
You got OBJ.
Duke Johnson.
You got what is it?
What?
But we're still talking about the Browns, and that's what he forgets about, faggot.
Callaway. And now for
Rick, it's still the Browns. Browns.
Anyways, so for 8 weeks you got Nick Chubb. So you got Nick Chubb. So now, even if Nick Chubb does all right, or if Nick Chubb starts doing bad, or he gets hurt, hope he doesn't. But then after the 8 weeks, now you're getting the person who was leading the league in rushing the last 2 years.
All right.
Well, let's just say this right now. No. I love the team. I do. I love that team on paper. Oh my God!
It's a fantasy
I
lineup.
love that team. I would want to put Matthew Stafford there. I would want to trade Matthew Stafford with the Browns right now.
Listen to my opinion.
But hey, they're not going to win shit because it's the Browns. It's the Lions. I love the Lions, but Matthew Stafford is never going to be anything.
New ownership, new managers, new coaches, and now they got a new regimen.
Hey, you know how fucking pissed Hugh Jackson must be right now?
Oh, dude.
There's a meme on Facebook that was like, could you imagine being the coach for a team, leaving, and then watching them become the Avengers?
All right, listen to me. So, 2017, this is the Browns offense.
Go ahead. Talk
Deshaun Kaiser.
Whack.
Dude, they had like 5 quarterbacks
Isaiah
that year.
Crowell.
2017, they had so many quarterbacks.
Corey Coleman.
Way back when?
Kenny Britt.
Yep.
Those
Whack.
are the All-Stars.
Yeah.
Whack.
2019 Browns offense. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Baker Mayfield.
Named him.
I love him. I do love Baker.
Fucking stud.
He's just good looking.
Nick Chubb.
Cocky.
Hey,
I love it.
and I've never been a cocky type of guy, but lately I think the more and more I become an adult, and the more I wish like I was that cocky guy.
Right.
Like I see Conor McGregor and like Baker May like, and it's like hold on, like when Johnny Manziel came in the NFL, which we'll get to in a minute. I was like,
fucking football.
I'm like, fuck this faggot, right? But like Conor McGregor and Baker Mayfield, there's something about them. They get the job done. Like I really like. There's something when I look at them guys and they do shit, and I'm like, oh, my dick's hard. Like,
Hey, listen to me.
why would he say that?
Hey,
Why?
you slam one flag onto somebody's field. Maybe because I hate them. Maybe I don't. Fuck Ohio State. You slam your flag right into the center of their field. But
My biggest thing, especially with Baker,
walks
is
into the NFL and feels like he's going to win every single time.
he should, because he will, because he's great.
But you just said he's the Browns and he can't win anything, and now you're talking about Baker Mayfield winning. Hypocrite.
He's a professional athlete.
No.
He feels like he can win.
Baker's different. Baker, I literally just said a minute ago that there's guys.
You literally were just talking about the Browns not being able to win anything.
They won't.
You're the same Baker Mayfield's a winner. He's gonna win.
They may win their division, but they ain't winning their fucking. They ain't winning the title. They ain't winning the AFC. They ain't winning the fucking Super Bowl.
Let me go further.
Baker's a great quarterback, and I love the cockiness from him because it is really cocky. I was going to say it's almost borderline confidence, but it's not cocky.
Let me go further then.
Okay.
Let me go further then. Kareem Hunt.
Named him. He's literally named
8 game suspension.
Named them all.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Named him.
Jarvis Landry.
Named him.
Oh yeah, we already said all these
David
names.
Njoku.
Yep.
I'm willing to go say the Browns will win the AFC Championship.
Oh, you're on crack.
So you're saying the Browns are going to the Super Bowl?
They will win the AFC Championship.
That means that they're going to the Super Bowl.
You got a second-year quarterback. You're on crack. He ain't Russell Wilson.
I think they'll win
Russell
a playoff
Wilson
game
ain't
or
shit.
two.
He's also in the NFC, so he has nothing to do with this.
I think they'll win a game.
But I'm saying, like, Russell Wilson's one of the only quarterbacks in recent history that in second year is taking this team to the Super Bowl. What? What'd you say, crackhead? What'd you say?
Baker Mayfield will walk up and down the field in Tom Brady.
Ooh. Everybody thought that fucking Patrick Mahomes was going to do that, and he didn't.
Yeah, well, nobody's seen that it was dangerous.
I'm going to take these waters away from you. Because you've obviously had one too many if you're going to say some stupid shit like that. But no, I think I do think that team's one of the better teams now in the AFC.
They win their division for a fact.
No, because they still got to compete with the Chiefs and the Patriots.
No, not in their division.
Oh no, okay, not in the conference, but in the division. Yeah. Okay, no, they will win their division, but they still have to compete with people like the Patriots and the Chiefs. So,
all right, real quick, I just want to go Mark Ingram, Earl Thomas, Ravens.
Did he?
Yes.
I didn't. When did that happen?
Like 3 days ago.
He doesn't have Bleacher Report. Give the man a break.
You know, you're right. Cool.
Yeah,
Whack.
So,
what does that do for that team? Nothing.
Well, all right, does the Patriots get better getting Michael Bennett then?
Considering that defense sucks, yes.
but they also lose a couple people.
True.
All right.
They didn't.
This is my favorite question of the day.
Probably
$20, $20. I mean, yes, I'll give you that.
This is my favorite question of the day because this is one of my top quarterbacks that is not a starter in the NFL.
We're not talking about that. Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater stays with the Saints.
Oh,
1 year.
With an opening job with the Dolphins.
Means that Drew Brees is retiring next year.
No, Teddy Bridgewater is guaranteed making $7.25 million.
Didn't he only sign a 1 year contract?
1 year contract, $2.5 million guaranteed.
Smart man.
Yeah, because no matter what,
Shaky O-line in Miami.
no, he's gonna stay in the Saints. Drew's done after this year.
You think he's done?
No, absolutely. I love Brees. I love that old fuck.
Drew Brees to me is my favorite quarterback to watch currently. To me,
Stafford.
To me,
Yeah. No, actually, no.
I would have to go Breeze.
who's your favorite then?
To watch right now?
Yeah,
Whack quack.
No, not Mahomes. Mahomes was a surprise. So
He ain't doing the same thing next year.
No, he's not, because people have film on him. They know what he does now.
Is he not going to do the same, or is he just not going to do as outstanding?
So, hey, Mahomes was a surprise this year, so it was amazing to see.
Fuck that argument.
Who's your favorite
Who's your
to
favorite
watch
right now to watch right now?
No free ads.
Brady.
Okay.
Hey, thank you. Okay,
I'm leaving.
You want?
It doesn't
There you go.
matter.
There you go.
One
Keep
of
saying
the
it.
greatest of all time.
You want to know why it's amazing to watch Brady play right now? Because you want to name any of these other quarterbacks other than Aaron Rodgers. When these quarterbacks, most of these quarterbacks in the NFL, they're down by, let's say, 2 touchdowns or whatever in the fourth quarter. You almost can guarantee this game's done. Brady, though, man, I mean,
You never know.
Stafford's the comeback.
we're talking 28-3 or 21-3 in a fucking Super Bowl a couple years ago,
That was
dude.
also the Atlanta choking that game away too.
let me
That's
ask
you
a question.
choking on your own dick.
Let me get this official. Who is better, Tom Brady or Joe Montana?
Tom.
It's Montana
I'm asking you why.
because he never lost. in the
Okay,
Super Bowl.
who's better, Terry Bradshaw or Tom Brady?
I love Terry Bradshaw.
That's gonna be Brady.
Brady, why?
Whoa, did I just say
Why?
Brady? Come out of your mouth.
Please tell me why.
Because he's not the GOAT.
Who, Terry Bradshaw?
Is not.
Did you know Terry
he's
Bradshaw
undefeated in the
has
Super Bowl?
won 4-0 in the Super Bowl?
Terry Bradshaw's got an undefeated. He's
4
He's 4-0. No, he's won 4 Super Bowls and never
But he
lost.
doesn't have the same stats as Montana.
4-0 in a Super Bowl.
Right.
He's perfect.
Because
perfect.
now it comes down to stats. Now.
Okay, well,
stats matter, and everybody
wow.
knows stats matter. Everybody knows.
Wow,
stats
no,
matter.
no,
Who's
stats
better?
really-
Who's better than Tom Brady or Joe Montana?
Montana is still better.
How? How? When you make it to the Super Bowl more just because you were undefeated?
more.
Just because you went
Who's
undefeated?
better, Tom Brady or Terry Bradshaw?
Just because you
Then it
went...
comes down to talent.
Oh, you don't have an argument here, bro.
That's a good argument.
Hey, just
Bradshaw
because...
did not win 4.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Absolutely, he did.
He's 4-0.
Absolutely.
You're so like flustered right now.
I really don't know what to say. I really am.
Terry did go for it.
Terry's 4-0 in the Super Bowl.
But here's my thing with Montana and Brady is, yeah, Montana went undefeated.
Montana's the GOAT.
But,
He's number
but,
3. Brady's number
hey,
3 because I
when
still
you-
put Fargo over.
But when you make it there more times, it gives you more opportunities to fail.
who's better,
Hey,
LeBron?
you want? Hey, one of the
Who's better, LeBron or Jordan?
Jordan.
Okay, but LeBron's
why
been
is
in more.
Terry
LeBron's
Bradshaw
been in
not
more.
number 2
LeBron
then?
has more game-winning shots. LeBron has more points. LeBron has more assists.
hey,
LeBron has
faggot.
more rebounds.
Hey,
more
faggot.
steals. But who's better? Jordan.
Hey, faggot.
I agree with you.
LeBron's played more years. Jordan legitimately retired for a couple of years and he came back. What are you
Play baseball.
Grow up. Grow up.
LeBron has more points on less shots.
No, he did.
More games, but less shots. Yes, he does. Facts.
Check that. Fuck that.
Jordan's
never been to a game 7.
He's not Sean
Hundreds. It's not just he has more games. Hundreds of more games. It took him to beat Jordan's records by 187 games. So fuck you.
That's 2 seasons.
No, fuck basketball. Why is Terry Bradshaw not better than Tom Brady?
Because he's not. And neither is Joe Montana. And we just all need to accept that. Suck a
Wait,
dick.
whoa. Why? Why is Montana better then?
He's not.
I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I have never watched Terry Bradshaw, so I can't tell you.
Terry Bradshaw's 4-0.
But I've watched.
Have you ever
Tom
watched
Brady.
Joe Montana though?
I've
What?
seen highlights. I didn't personally sit down. I'm saying I've never sat down and personally.
Joe
watched it,
Montana
but
was a
I've never sat down
quarterback,
and watched
you
Terry
idiot.
Bradshaw. I've never watched Terry Bradshaw highlights. I've never heard of Terry Bradshaw highlights. I'm not saying, but I know who he is. Like I know he's a quarterback.
No,
Pittsburgh Steelers.
hey.
Like I get it.
Here's my biggest thing with Brady, and I know why you guys.
I don't understand where you're trying to argue with me at because I just told you that
I'm
Brady
just
is
saying
better
that
than him.
if Joe Montana's 1, Terry Bradshaw has to be 2. On your logic alone.
So here's the thing. I understand why he hates Tom so much because. So let's say, we're all like we have this.
Nobody saw that, but I just got super excited. All right, Aeryk.
So hey, when somebody is so great for so long, it's kind of hard to like them. You kind of start to root for the underdog.
I love LeBron.
So it's kind of hard to like, but I mean, it's just because you love Zayn and him and the hairline reminds you of Zayn. That's all it is. But it's hard to like somebody for so long when they're that great. Brady will always be.
I don't like Brady
shut up.
Cheat. They've been proven cheaters at almost every Super Bowl that he has as an asterisk next to it.
Actually.
He broke his fucking
Whoa, on a technicality. Brady was never found guilty of even Deflategate. The only reason why he got suspended was because a fucking Supreme Court judge ruled that because Roger Goodell is the commissioner of the NFL, he can suspend.
13 plus teams have gotten accused of that.
He can suspend anybody at any given time that he wants to fit because he is the commissioner.
Any reason.
Listen,
Brady played a whole season and didn't get suspended. The next season later, he got suspended, and it's why that Brady why you see such heavy fucking suspensions nowadays because Goodell is ruining the NFL. But he also
look at the ref, put his hands up, and they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, where's my flag? Oh, flag."
Rightfully so. Don't touch me. I'm a quarterback.
Don't touch me. I just want to fact check that Terry Bradshaw won in 74, 75, 78, and 79, becoming the first quarterback to win 3 and 4 Super Bowls while winning 8.
Yeah, he was the first quarterback to go back to back, right?
Champions with the Steelers. I'm pretty sure, yes.
He's the first quarterback to win it back to back and then go back to back. Yeah. Terry Bradshaw was a man. He may be old as fuck now.
Like I said, I knew who he was. I knew I know Terry Bradshaw. I just never watched him.
But no,
I've seen highlights of him.
You're just mad that Brady's a goat, so get over it.
He's not.
Grow up.
So we need to talk about this real quick. Terry Bradshaw won 4, undefeated. Your whole argument about Joe Montana being the best was it's perfect, it's untouchable, 4-0
In the Super Bowl.
in the Super Bowl.
But what about the playoffs?
4-0, it doesn't matter.
It does.
4-0.
It does because you know who has the most wins in playoff history?
4-0.
Your man Brady.
Do you want to know what else is going to be perfect? Andrew Watson, April 27th.
Boom.
His first
Professional
fight. Yep.
He'll
Because
be
he's a pro
1-0.
athlete.
He'll be a professional athlete.
Oh well, hey, just so people. Oh wow, I went undefeated as an amateur too. So it's not just like I never did this before. I just want
To be fair, it's a whole different statement to be undefeated as a professional athlete.
Oh, absolutely, no, absolutely. But like when especially when this kid Justin was talking, she's like, "Oh, you're an analyst." I'm like, dude, I was undefeated. Like
Analyst?
Yeah, analyst.
You're whack for saying it wrong.
Yeah, right. I need to get it right. You're right, fam. But no, that's the thing is like most people don't realize is I went undefeated as an amateur and now I'm making my pro jump and this is gonna be great.
We're all about to witness it.
April 27th.
April 27th.
Hey, y'all want to see a dead body?
Be there.
Hey, y'all.